What's up, guys? It's your boy Game here, back with another video, and I just now realized something. The Need for Speed Unbound playlist. And I'm honestly talk about it. And you know what? It's not that bad.
I beg your pardon?
You need to leave!
But hear me out though. I feel like it mainly came from like a sense of nostalgia and stuff from the older players in the community. And just a bunch of like people who used to play the old Need for Speeds in general. Like the veterans. So I'm going to look over the Need for Speed Unbound playlist, which I'm already pretty familiar with because I played the game. But I'm going to look over and tell you my opinion on it overall and what I think Need for Speed needs to do moving on forward. And so let's get into this. First off, I have to start with playlist diversity. Though it may not seem like it, compared to the last playlist, this playlist is definitely more diverse than Need for Speed Heat's playlist. The last playlist, including Need for Speed Heat, he varied with a lot of songs that were like a lot of like a more Spanish tropical vibe and also mixed with hip hop. Now, though it still is mainly catered to hip hop, I will say that they have added in some other genres. There is some slight rap rock music here. There's also some dubstep music, I believe so. Like just other songs that are, not in your usual rapping genre that they added. And so I feel like that's a solid look in the right direction. They also went national and added in a bunch of songs from different cultures, which I feel like is pretty cool as well. Get that further reach for more fans outside of just, America. But honestly, I gotta say, when the playlist came out, bruh, the outrage from the people was just insane, man. People was acting like it was the end of the world. They were in shambles. And then it didn't help when they made the compilation video. And you guys, well, not really a compilation, but you guys know exactly what type of video I'm talking about. Where they would play the worst songs on the Need for Speed Unbound playlist on purpose and put it up against the Decadence. And meanwhile, you had people out here saying, this music, it tarnishes the Need for Speed brand. And in my opinion, I'm like, this ain't Elden Ring. Then you got the people saying, why don't they just add rock music? Rock music was the best. They should just clear all the lists and put just rock music. And I'm sitting here like,
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
like honestly, didn't you just say the list wasn't diverse? So why would they remove it, then add just a bunch of rock music? That's also not diverse. In my opinion, I'm all for a diverse music setup, so it honestly doesn't matter to me as long as the music could just make me feel like I gained an extra 20 miles per hour. But truly, I feel like many people, it's like that one concept of where the negative speaks louder than the actual good, because there's actually a lot of pretty good and solid songs on Need for Speed Unbound's playlist. For example, Strangers, which was one of the best songs. Eyes on Him, the beat was amazing. Vampire, it just hit hard, not gonna lie. And Forever Been Stepping, because I've been running from the cops with that one. I remember, during the making of this video, when I was scrolling through, the playlist, analyzing the songs, I would see comments of, I'm talking, just as soon as the playlist opened out, everybody saying, this isn't, 2005 Most Wanted. This is a bad playlist. And I'm like, man, if you don't get on by. And honestly, to me, bro, it's crazy how people hold the Most Wanted 2005 playlist on a pedestal, bro. It's this almighty playlist. And it's solid, don't get me wrong. It is definitely valid. But I'm like, there are other, playlists that are better, in my opinion, that are more diverse and just better overall for everybody. Not just, people that's into rock or just people into rap. But you want to know what Need for Speed does have a diverse and actually pretty good playlist that spans across multiple genres that's not just rock and rap? And as much as people hate this Need for Speed, it is my favorite. And so I must say, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. And everybody, they be hating on that Need for Speed for no reason, being honest. It combines Need for Speed and Burnout. And just two beloved game franchises, and yet people still hated on it. Though I will save that video for another time. We are currently speaking about the playlist and the playlist only though. And I must say, after listening to Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012's playlist ever since I was a young little child, That playlist go hard. It's one of the top 10 playlists, no questions, in video game history. It got rap music, rock music, trap music, EDM. It got all that. It even got country out here. They got classical. I am telling you, that playlist is just ascended. Now that one is better than 2005 Most Wanted. And people don't understand that. Because here's essentially my reaction to first playing it.
Oh, good. Why, that's very good. Yes, I like that.
But overall, though, being honest, this playlist is not as bad as it seems. Being truthful in that, the playlist is actually pretty solid. Let's be real. So you guys don't have to continue complaining about it. And so I know what you guys are wondering. What's your opinion on it? And you know what I gotta say? It's alright. Solid. Not something to be like, oh, it's the best playlist. But it's definitely not one of the worst playlists in video game history. I would definitely say, trust me, there are worse. There are worse. But the way people made it seem, they made it seem like it was the end of the world over just the music, when there's actually some very solid songs. And so honestly, I beg to differ. And I honestly believe that the Need for Speed Unbound playlist is not as bad as people make it seem. That's honestly all I gotta say. And I gotta say, Need for Speeds, especially the older ones, are overrated.
I beg your pardon?
Get Wi-Fi anywhere you go.
Hold up.